Oh, hey folks, Amy from Colorado Mountain Living, and we are still in the middle of winter up here. We are at the very end of our cold snap. And when I say cold snap, it's been several days of really cold temperatures, below zero, even some wind. Today we've got wind, and even though we hit 20 degrees, it's still pretty chilly to be outside because that wind cuts right through you. Now in the last video, we were getting prepped for that big winter storm that was supposed to be coming in. We weren't sure how much snow we were going to get. But interestingly, what happened was that we only got a couple inches of snow. You know, every day we just got like 1 or 2 inches. We did not get a big dumping of snow. We just got really cold weather. So that's kind of the story of what happened. No big surprises on the storm. It ended up going a lot further south of us and to the west. The western slope got hammered and the southwest mountains got hammered. So we missed out on all that big snow potential, but I'm okay with that for right now because the weather is going to turn. Actually, tomorrow it's going to hit the 40s and it's actually going to even hit the 50s later on this week. It's just crazy. So it's that time of year where the temperatures are really fluctuating quite a bit. One thing that the big storm blew away was Brian. So Brian got intrigued by the big snowstorm that landed in the south, and he was looking at one of the ski resorts down there, Wolf Creek, and apparently they got over 40 inches of snow in the storm. So he had the day off on Friday and decided last minute to drive down to go ski at Wolf Creek Resort. So I'll show you guys a little footage of what it looks like down there, kind of opposite from up here with the amount of snow that they got. So anyway, you can see Brian had a little bit of fun and he's due back tonight. So there's a little bit of work I need to do so he can actually get to the house. Even though we only got a little bit of snow, it's drifted quite a bit. So the snow drifts will easily clog up the driveway, so it makes it really difficult to kind of shoot up that hill. So I've got to get on the tractor today and run the snowblower a little bit just to get some of those big drifts down. But that's it. I got a little bit of indoor work to do. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm up to while Brian's gone. Anyway, I was heating up the tractor. Now it's time to get some work done. Okay, glad that's done. Time to go back inside. That's the only work I'm doing outside today. Stayed pretty warm with my fur hat, but I forgot to put on waterproof pants, so my legs are a little bit chilly. Come on, Deagle, let's go back inside. We got work to do inside. And you might have been wondering how things were running in the house with all that cold weather, how warm we were able to stay. And You know, the radiant floor heat has made a huge difference. And the lowest the thermostat got in our sub-zero temperatures was about 65 or 66 degrees. Our thermostats are set at 69 degrees, so it was struggling a little bit to kind of keep to that temperature a little bit, and we were able to keep the house pretty toasty, especially when the sun came out. You would have easily 72 in the house upstairs because of the sun. For my busy weekend, there's a little action going over here at the workbench and a little science experiment down there in the crock pot and a little diorama here over on this bench. Now is application season for craft shows, so I've been setting up my jewelry against some beehive backdrops here to take photos to send in my applications. And I've been working on some electroforming. I've made some videos on this in the past where I use a copper sulfate solution to plate jewelry. So here you can see some examples of some rings that I made with some really cool stones, and the copper that goes around the stone is created from the electroforming solution. That's copper plating. And it grows into a really neat looking bezel for the stone. There you go. What are you doing on my jewelry? Smelling beehives? What I end up doing with the copper cuffs is that I layer beeswax honeycomb on the top of it, and then I do an entire copper coating for a couple of days in the electro forming bath. So then I get a really cool beehive texture on the copper cuff. I'll show you what that looks like finished. But I take the foundation from the beehive that the bees eventually build out. So beeswax foundation. And then I cut like an irregular strip to give it some texture. Then after I cut the strip, I lay it on top of the copper cuff. It's good if you have some type of adhesive. And then I coat the entire thing with copper conductive paint or any conductive paint of your choice. And then after that's secure, it goes into the electroforming bath for a few days to get that even copper coating on the top. So the entire beeswax is encased in copper. It makes a nice cuff, an awesome gift. Sold a lot of these over the holidays, so I'm stocking up. If you want to see more about my beehive jewelry, honeycomb jewelry, I've got a whole playlist if you want to see how it's made. But I've got plenty to keep me busy till Brian gets back. We'll see how late he comes in tonight. I think he's going to be tired, but maybe we'll get some work out of him on Sunday. We'll see what happens. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. Wanted to keep you updated on the big storm and what happened to Brian this weekend. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye. And, okay. It's cold to go.